at lazyboy.com.
Don't miss a Northwoods Blizzard Blast at the Conover Community Park Saturday, February 18th. It's a flurry of winter fun for everyone. Sleigh rides, recliner races, kids carnival, dog sled rides, giant ski races, and more. The Northwoods Blizzard Blast, February 18th.
I am not letting you send people out there.
You need to cut this arrow shorter. The slightest bump could cut off his breathing. Wait, stop. He murdered my informant. Whatever you need, I'll get you.
Get ready for the week ahead with meteorologist Conrad Sapinski on Newswatch 12 weekends at 10 p.m. Utilizing industry-leading technology, WJFW has you covered so you can stay on top of those ever-changing systems in the Northwoods.
Paw prints happen. Stains don't have to. iClean, stain-resistant fabric for everyday life. iClean by La-Z-Boy. Learn more at lazyboy.com.
Up North at 4 with Nate and Jeff starts now.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Up North at 4. I'm Kevin Kraft in for Nate Myhawk. During the day, we will meet the new City of Rhinelander City Administrator and learn about his plans for the area. We will also learn more about what Hockey Day Park Falls is and what it will do for the Park Falls community. We'll get to that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. Today, February 15th, is known as National Wisconsin Day. Today is a day to celebrate the Badger State, its history, and its hard-working people. Wisconsin was the 30th state accepted into the Union back on May 29, 1848. And in 2019, Governor Tony Evers made National Wisconsin Day official. Some things that one can do to celebrate today is to visit one of the many things that the state has to offer, learn more about Wisconsin's history, or bring some of Wisconsin to you in terms of local cheese or other items that the state makes. UP Olympic snowboarder Nick Baumgartner says that he wants to defend his gold medal in 2026. Baumgartner won his first gold medal in mixed snowboard cross with Lindsey Jacobellis during the 2022 Games in Beijing. Baumgartner is currently focusing on a major competition in the country of Georgia. Baumgartner told NBC and Marquette while he planned on the Beijing Games being his last, he just had his best year of his career and that he is feeling great while doing his workouts. People were trying to beat the love out of or into strangers Tuesday night for San Francisco's annual Valentine's Day pillow fight. Reports said that this year's pillow fight numbers were down from years past. Some people may have found love yesterday as well, as some were seen kissing. Most others were playfully hitting each other in the streets, and many of the participants were seen having fun, laughing in the streets, and that the fun did not lead into any trouble. A 4-year-old attended his first Detroit Red Wings game on Saturday at Little Caesars Arena. The crowd gave lots of cheers when he was shown on the Jumbotron, and cheers turned to jeers when Vancouver Canucks fans were shown. That was 4-year-old George. His mom went on social media saying that George had a great time during Saturday's game as he loved the team in red, and it helped that the Red Wings beat the Canucks that game 5-2. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller is in the house. And Jeff, are we going to be more cheering your forecast or booing it at this time?
Yeah, hey, Kevin. Well, this is a bit different out there. Actually, can we switch over to Max 1? I'm on Max 1. That's Max 2 currently in the picture. There we go. Temperatures out there today are a bit different, right? Yesterday, we had highs back in the 40s. Today, we're in the 20s currently, and we're going to go downhill from here as we'll have low temperatures tonight hanging out basically in the mid-teens. And this is how much colder it is right now compared to this time yesterday. 11 degrees colder in Rhinelander, 18 degrees colder in Eagle River. So we feel it. The chill is in the air. The wind's out of the northwest, and there's a couple of snow flurries out there as well. But going forward, tomorrow's a cold day. Not as cold for Friday, but still chilly, right? The average high being 26, 27. Will be below that tomorrow and Friday. And then look what happens the weekend again, up in the mid, even upper 30s. And some signs a couple of you could go for 40 over the weekend before go right back down again. So a very kind of like late winter forecast here with temperatures hanging out mostly in the 20s. All right, so lots of cloud cover out there today. We had some snow this morning, rain last night, almost an inch of rain here last night. But now things are changing, right? Our weather comes from over here. Nothing much is there, but there's something there. You see it? That is our next storm system, and that will go to our south tomorrow across parts of southern Wisconsin. If you're traveling that way tomorrow, a hefty snow for Madison, Milwaukee, parts of Chicago area. For us, though, as this comes by tomorrow night, we'll switch the winds out of the northwest. That will give us some lake effect snow showers tomorrow night. Not a lot, just a little, but it's going to be enough probably going north for a few inches of snow there. So our forecast then for tonight, though, we're talking about mostly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries out there with low temperatures down near 14. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Players dash with skates of flash, the home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.
All your local news is just a swipe away with the new and improved Newswatch 12 mobile app. Download the app on all your devices for local news, school closings, full video newscasts, and more. Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. Kevin Kraft in for Nate Myhock. Joining me to my left, Theo as well, but we got Patrick Reagan, the new city administrator for the city of Rhinelander. Thanks for joining us, Patrick.
Thanks for having me. I'm great. I got a great-looking dog next to me. This is turning out to be a wonderful day.
Oh, yeah, it's great. So, first off, welcome to Rhinelander.
Thank you.
But my understanding is you're not from the area. Where are you from originally?
I'm not from Rhinelander. I'm originally from the Grand Rapids, Michigan area.
Awesome.
I've been a manager up in the UP in Crystal Falls.
Okay.
I was also city manager at Lake Odessa, which is outside between Grand Rapids and Lansing. So, but I love it up here.
Can you show us on your hand where exactly that is in Michigan?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right there, folks.
That's part of Michigan.
Yeah, that's. I lost my map when I moved. So.
Yeah, it's a little harder to make Wisconsin because, like, your fingers don't necessarily bend.
Yeah, I've had people tell me they can do it, but I have yet to see anybody actually do it. So.
All right, your first visit here was back in 2008. Was it love at first sight?
You know, when I first went through, we had to look up. We drove through. And we had to look up what that green monster was.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what is that green monster?
I called it a green lizard thing when I first moved here.
But here's the great thing, is that when we got to the hotel, we were going to Minneapolis, when we got to the hotel, opened up the computer, searched it, Rhinelander monster.
Yeah.
And it came up as a hodag. And since 2008, I could tell you what a Hodag was. It made Rhinelander into a tangible place. That symbol, that branding, that's the great thing. One of the many great things about Rhinelander.
It really is, that's for sure. Yeah, I was just saying, like, when I first moved here in 2019, I asked the old morning team what that green lizard thing was. So it took them a second to realize it was a Hodag.
Well, it's fantastic, and like I've said to a lot of people now, it's the branding, and you know, communities across the nation would kill for that kind of branding, and Rhinelander has it.
All right. So we're going to move into more your background as well. Going into city administrator, what did you do beforehand, like in Crystal Falls?
In Crystal Falls, I was the city manager as well. I was city manager there. Before that, I was what they call Downtown Development Authority Director in a town of Portland, Michigan, outside of Lansing. I was working with small downtown businesses, holding events, business trainings, those sorts of things. Before that, I was a college student. I was a non-traditional college student. Started at 28, worked at a Hohenstein Center for Presidential Studies at Grand Valley State University. Go Lakers. And, you know, really enjoyed it. But my family has a background in small business. My parents owned a bar and restaurant for 30 years outside of Grand Rapids. So I love working with people. It's just fantastic. And I like working with, this is my favorite
Northwoods people are amazing. It really is.
Absolutely. Beer, cheese, you guys have everything I love. So
and now you're a part of it.
And now
you said yes to the job.
Yeah, and I would have said yes 3 more times. It is a fantastic place. And opportunity. Rhinelander means opportunity. Great things, I think, coming up in the future here. I've been watching from afar what the city has done, and I just see some really good things on the horizon, but the people.
And there is.
The people are fantastic.
Great things on the horizon, but let's be real here. You're 9 days in.
Yeah.
Where do you start? Where does that process start?
Meeting people. It's meeting people, meeting council members, meeting staff, meeting community leaders, and everybody in between. And that's one of the best parts of my job, believe it or not, is the ability to just go out there and talk to people. What do you think of Rhinelander? Where would you like to see it go? One of the things that I've asked people is, what are your expectations of me?
So moving more into the city administrator's role, for those that may not know what it is exactly, can you go more in depth on it?
Sure. A lot of people think that a city administrator, well, it's like the mayor, right? Well, it's not. The mayor and the council, they have the policy, they set the policy, they set the goals. I lead the staff in carrying out those policies, enacting those policies. And so there's kind of a difference there. You know, somebody will come to me and say, well, you know, I think we should have, you know, X, Y, or Z here. And that's a great idea, but that's up to council. We'll bring it to council if it's a good idea and we have the funding for it, but we don't enact that policy. The council puts it forth.
Yeah, there are some pretty big bumpers on the position, right? Where you're right. Oh, people over here make the rules, you kind of bring them to life.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty visible job. It's a very visible job.
Yeah.
But there's also some leeway in there to kind of weave your own thoughts and things and how you want the community to be, right?
Sure. Well, and you're absolutely correct to a degree. What I would say is I like to work as a team. My staff, and I've got a great staff there. The city of Rhinelander is fortunate to have all of those great people. I've met them all, and they are fantastic. But I like building teams, and I like pulling on that rope together, all of us, because all of us will make this city better. And that's not just the staff, that's not just the council. We need residents to take part. We need business owners to take part. We need tourists in here. This is a fully formed group effort, and it has to be.
All right, Patrick, you're going to stick around for a little bit. We'll get to know you more, but we're going to take a quick break right here on Up North at 4. Don't go anywhere.
Your home, where life happens. Family and friends gather. Memories are created. Locally family-owned business serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, and surrounding areas. Come into one of our stores located in Eagle River or Rhinelander and work closely with one of our creative kitchen designers on creating your dream kitchen.
Eagle River Cabinets, building relationships, a cabinet at a time.
Come out to Northern Pines and leave the cooking to us. Have a cold drink and relax as you enjoy the beautiful view of the lake and great food. Try our Friday night fish fry and seafood buffet. Come out to Northern Pines on Butternut Lake.
Spread the love this February at Cellcom. Now through February 19th, buy one smartphone and get one free. Choose from the latest phones by top brands. A deal almost as sweet as your Valentine. Plus, spread the love even more and buy one, get one free on connected tablets, smartwatches, and cameras. Mix and match to get something for you and for the ones you love. Visit Cellcom.com/BOGO for details.
Right now is absolutely the best time of year to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is the best place during our huge President's Sale. Come see our special offers throughout the store. Plus, special financing is available for convenient monthly payments. And did you know Slumberland offers custom fabrics and colors at no extra charge? Check out this gorgeous sectional, and it comes with a free ottoman. Plus, so much more during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Looking to break into the world of broadcast television? WJFW is now hiring for various positions. Go to WJFW.com to apply. Don't miss this opportunity.
All right, back up here on Up North at 4 and getting to know Patrick Reagan a bit. And something I just found out just in between commercial breaks. Another Lions fan's in the house, Jeff.
I can't deal with it.
All right.
I think that makes two of us
Yeah,
here.
two.
So
I'm on the wrong couch.
Yeah. my fiance is a Packers fan, so it's always fun during football.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you were saying 2-0 at your games at Lambeau Field.
I may be the only person I know, any Lions fan, that can say that I've been to 2 games at Lambeau, both Lions wins.
All right, because it took till 2015 before our Lions actually got a win at Lambeau Field, which was surprising. It was prior to Brett Favre.
Oh, Brett Favre, a fantastic quarterback, but boy, was he the bane of a Lions fan existence.
Conversation. You guys just treat us.
We could continue a lot about that, but getting back to city administrator role, we were also talking about goals for Rhinelander, but you also had a joke about that.
Well, really, there's lots of. There's lots of goals that we're looking for, but it's tough. My first goal here is to just simply learn the streets. Mm-hmm. That really is it. I was asked that last week, what are your goals? To learn the streets. There's a lot of streets, there's a lot going on. My goal is to get working with staff, council, and residents. Really, that's what it is, and that's what it's all about, and that will continue to be my goal.
Okay. You're here, you're moved in, you're 9 days into the job, you're meeting the people, the decision makers in the community. Sure. You're meeting your team. What are your thoughts so far?
Fantastic. Everything I could have hoped for and more. There's people who, I have a great staff of professionals, experts in what they do. Mm-hmm. I'm meeting people with a lot of passion, who care about Rhinelander. And that's one of the things to love about this community. This isn't just someplace that people live in and work someplace else. This is all encompassing. It's where they live, it's where they work, it's where they play, and that's fantastic to see.
And we also have some pretty big issues to tackle here and there. Obviously the housing issue is a big issue in Rhinelander and neighboring communities as well. And you're going to play a role in that.
Absolutely.
Going forward.
Yeah, the housing issue is kind of an issue everywhere. So I know they had a housing needs assessment completed. Mm-hmm. I've read that, and we're gonna keep moving forward with that as a group. Again, council giving direction.
Team.
Absolutely.
It's a team.
And if someone wants to, say, get a hold of you to talk at all, where can they get in contact with you?
They can stop right on into the City of Rhinelander City Hall. My door is open.
All right, Patrick, I appreciate you coming in today. Welcome to Rhinelander, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we'll be right back here on Up North at 4. Don't go anywhere.
The whistle blows and the puck goes down the ice.
Sinking driveway? Call SureDry. Settling patio? Call SureDry. Uneven pool deck? Call SureDry. Collapsing stoop? Call SureDry. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call SureDry. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time. They get better with SureDry. Schedule your free estimate today.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Janelle. I've lost 70 pounds in 30 inches. I know the secret.
I feel great now after losing the 70 pounds. I can do stairs. I don't have pain through the day, through the night. As a breast cancer survivor, I knew I needed to lose the weight to prevent future health issues. I feel great, living each day with hope for my future.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695. WeKnowTheSecret.com.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
This is the Met Museum. All right, welcome back to Up North at 4. Casey Shue from Park Falls joins us. We are talking about Hockey Day at Park Falls. Welcome, Casey. Thanks for making the drive over today.
Thanks for having me. It's really exciting.
Of course. So Hockey Day Park Falls, for those that may not know, can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So like 3 years ago I was kind of scrolling through Facebook, found firefighters doing a training where they were using their air tanks to like play soccer and stuff. And my kids are big into hockey, and my family's a big hockey family. So I thought, well, maybe I can incorporate, because I'm also an EMT for Park Falls too. So I thought maybe I can incorporate something like that to maybe make some money for the rink too. So we do, it's firefighters, policemen, and EMTs, whoever they've, 3 years ago, we had firefighters that never even had skates on before come out and do it. So
you just see us on skates.
And I don't even know how to skate. I have 3 kids, and my husband played. I don't even know how to skate. So there's that. But
you're learning. You're learning now.
I'm learning.
How did that first game go, though?
It was awesome. I mean, and the reason why we did it was that year particularly, we didn't have an AED in our rink at all. And
which
as
are
you know,
pricey.
those are kind of, they are.
Yeah.
So we raised almost $3,000 and bought like a really fancy, nice AED.
What's that stand for again?
Automated.
Defibrillator, right?
I can't remember.
Exactly.
Automated something defibrillator. That's all I can remember.
It helps your heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gets your heart going again.
When I figured a sport like that, you're kind of...
You need one of those.
You probably want some of those.
They're in grocery stores these days. They should be everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, now, since then, the day has grown in Park Falls. What is it up to now?
So now, well, this year's the first year we're trying something new. Okay. We're going to do 2 squirt games or 2 peewee games, I can't remember, and then 2 bantam games as well. So we're going to do 1 of each game. We're going to throw our EMS game in the middle of it and then do 2 more games, kind of in hopes to get more people to show up and stay. We have raffle baskets. We do a dessert table. You name it.
So it's growing.
It's growing.
We're 3 years into this now.
Yep.
Off of your little idea you had 3 years ago.
I still can't believe it.
How does it feel?
I mean, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Because I love my job and I love hockey. So to be able to put them both together and say that, you know, I kind of started this, I guess. I mean, it takes a village.
You did.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, so I was, I text the mom friends, and all of us hockey people come together. So it's the idea, but it wouldn't happen if everybody didn't help either. But
Hockey moms are fierce.
We are.
You mentioned raffle baskets. Now, do those get donated by the community?
They do. We usually just kind of go out and ask, like, again, the hockey mom tribe, so to say. Okay. We'll just take, certain businesses, go out. They'll either donate a gift certificate or they'll do, like, a basket, whatever they want. We're still accepting things. And I mean, we're still looking for people to play, too. So if anybody wants to play, but yeah, they...
Should we try it?
I know we said
I see the fear in your eyes.
I am better than Nate at skating, but I'm not that much better. I can't stop or turn right.
Yeah. You'd be better on skates than me, probably.
So it's a fundraiser. You've raised lots of money so far.
Yes.
This year, the money goes toward what again?
This year, we don't have anything specific, so to say, but we have people that have donated equipment in the past for, like, our younger kids and... people that don't have a lot of money, they want to come and just try it out. We've got stuff for you to rent. Some of that's getting old and expired, so we'd kind of like to replace some of that stuff. We need some new helmets. the middle 2 years, the last 2 years, we actually raised enough and some help with Price Electric. Bought every kid in the program new jerseys.
Wow.
They get reused, but
are
they're
pricey.
they're not
Hockey
cheap.
gear in
So
general is pricey.
yeah, and I mean, I know a lot of rinks suffer. Ours is one of them that struggle to keep the doors open year to year. So some of that money will also help pay bills if need be and stuff. But
and I feel like we're walking that line between competitive a little bit, but more kind of like fun.
Yeah.
And hang out with the community and just like have a good time.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
there's 4 levels. There's the under 8 kids. There's the U10 kids, U10, U12, the 14s. And then the high school.
Yeah.
So we're setting it just for like the littler kids, like the 8 to 10-year-old, 11-year-old range. So that way the bigger kids, like my daughter, won't demolish the ones that don't know how to skate very well.
You're over there somewhere.
And Casey, really quick, when is everything taking place?
This year it's February 25th, next Saturday. Hopefully right around 12:30. We're hoping to start as long as the other 2 games kind of keep moving like they should. So 12:30 Saturday.
And tickets can be found or just show up at the door?
We don't actually sell tickets, but we ask for, I think it's like $3 at the door for an admission fee. But
Awesome.
Help them out, people.
Yes,
Help them out.
All right, Casey, I appreciate you coming in today.
Sounds good.
And
Thank
looking
you very
forward
much.
to this event.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We'll come back and wrap things up right after the break.
Great job.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls, engagement rings and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. Bassett offers in-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving is proud to sponsor Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen.
I am not letting you send people out there.
We need to cut this arrow shorter. The slightest bump could cut off his breathing. Wait, stop. He murdered my informant. Whatever you need, I'll get you.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Race the savings on all of your projects now at Menards. Legends Vinyl Plank from Great Lakes Floors is easy to install, waterproof, durable, and made for comfort. Legends Vinyl Plank is on sale for just $2.99 a square foot. Menards has everything to keep your pet happy and healthy. Purina Tidy Cats cat litter neutralizes unpleasant smells with triple odor protection, keeping the house smelling clean. Get it today for $11.99. Race into Menards today.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. Jeff, I have one of those snow rulers outside of my house, and yesterday, before the day, there was 15 inches of snow on the ground.
Probably
now
lost, what,
now
4 or
there's
5?
9.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. And we had some spots saw an inch of rain yesterday, which in another environment could have been a foot of snow. It wasn't, of course. Lots of you would have liked that. And now, all that water, the wetness out there is freezing, so there could be a few slippery spots out there. So first off, though, can we just say how much we enjoyed Patrick? That was a great guest we had on today.
We had a great show today.
Great show. And then look outside temperature-wise. Here we are. So there's temperatures to the west of us that are hanging out in the teens, and that's going to be our world tomorrow and for a few of you on Friday. But then right back up again over the weekend, probably high temperatures near 40 again on Saturday and Sunday, before some pretty good signs now of a lingering cold air mass arriving for us next week that could bring us potentially a long-duration cold event. So we'll see. That's still a bit ways away, but we haven't done that much this year, so we'll see what happens.
Not at all. Well, that's it for us today. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you again tomorrow.
It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old...
My knees started to hurt. It got so bad I couldn't walk very far. When I came in for my first consultation, he told me he'd get me back. They treated me well, and they came through on their promises.
Many people are told they need a new hip or knee because they're bone on bone. But if there's just a sliver of cartilage left, we can help.
It's a whole lot better than it was when I started this program.
Call 844-200-PAIN to schedule your no-cost consultation.